All right, everybody, welcome back to Auburndale in the 2019 Auburndale Holiday Classic. Jason Zaleski alongside Trevor Zaleski, Eric Kubash up top with Trevor, helping him out, probably giving him some good advice up there. Neillsville, Weyauwega-Fremont, and we will begin our Gross Motors pregame show. Gross Motors located on U.S. Highway 10 East in Neillsville. Hundreds of vehicles available online at grossmotors.com, grossauto.com. Pick out your favorite one. Go take it for a test drive right away tomorrow morning. Gross Motors of Neillsville for the Weyauwega-Fremont Indians. Starting lineups. Logan Krause, 6'2" junior, wears number 2. Number 11, Jacob Doty, 6'2" junior. Michael Shalkowski averages 12 points per game. He wears number 20, 6' senior. 14.6 points per game, Quinn Dittman. Dittman wears 21. He's a 5'11" sophomore. And Ethan Feltz, 6'2" senior, wears number 23 for the Indians. For the Neillsville Warriors, number 3 is Isaac Weirs. He's a senior. Braden Trunkle averages 18.5 points a game. He wears number 10 as a junior. Alex King, all-time leading boys basketball scorer at Neillsville, averages 18.5. He's a senior. He wears number 15. Monty Diesler wears number 21. He's a senior. And Josiah Ketcher wears 31. He's a senior as well. Neillsville comes into this one at 6-1. They beat Anago on Saturday last week, 77-43 at Anago. Weyauwega-Fremont comes in at 1-5. They lost to Iola Scandinavia on the 20th. That was a week ago today. 77-27. Weyauwega-Fremont coached by Kyle Lauren, and Neillsville is skippered by Mike Geyer. Again, you are in the Gross Motors of Neillsville pregame show. Gross Motors of Neillsville, located on U.S. Highway 10 East. Gross Motors, hundreds of vehicles available online at grossauto.com. Pick out your favorite one tonight. Take it for a test drive right away tomorrow morning. Again, Gross Motors on Highway 10, U.S. Highway 10 East in Neillsville. Again, Neillsville Warriors 6-1. Weyauwega-Fremont Indians are 1-5. We will step aside for today's national anthem and be back for the start of boys basketball in just a moment. Chili Implement, located just north of Highway 10 in Chili, is your place for Kubota zero-turn mowers. If your lawn is big or small, we have all the lawn care solutions for you. Check out our 60-inch deck. Kubota powerful, precise, proven. Chili Implement is your choice for Kubota, Case IH, and Gale. Chili Implement, open 6 days a week to serve you. Chili Implement.
Witness the difference of a Catholic education at Columbus Catholic Schools.
I think everyone should just know what makes this place special.
Come and see. That's just what the Lord always said, and put your toe in the water. They are great schools, and it's a good fit. I'd always want them to come and to just feel the goodness and the family atmosphere.
I invite everyone just to come in and see what it's about and to see if it might be right for them and their family.
We invite you to schedule a tour today.
Neillsville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Neillsville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on U.S. Highway 10, neillsvilledairy.com. All right, back here in Auburndale for the 2019 Auburndale Holiday Classic. Boys basketball tonight. We had girls basketball in the afternoon. The boys will cap this off. And first we will see Neillsville, Weyauwega-Fremont. And that is followed by Auburndale, Augusta. But for now, Neillsville Warriors in their white jerseys, Weyauwega-Fremont in their reds. And we'll tip things off here, and the Indians with the ball first. We'll get to know these Weyauwega-Fremont Indians here in 2019. And first few minutes in low to Krause. Krause kicked back out. That one stolen and saved by Trunkle. Weirs on the far baseline. He carried the ball on his way around. He was going to try to bend around the corner, baseline drive, and got the ball outside and under his hand. Steal attempt by Weirs is going to be a foul. So Weirs is wearing a disappointed look on his face right now. Chin up, son. You'll be all right. Shalkowski gives off to Feltz. Again, Ethan Feltz, number 23, leading scorer here for the Indians, averaging 15 points per game with the ball now. Feeds inside to Krause. Kick back up top to Doty. Skip pass over to Dittman and dumped inside to Shalkowski. Dittman ball fake. Dietzler stayed with him. Now Feltz on the outside. Looked to get the entry pass in. Instead kicks it back up top to Dittman. Wheeling, driving in the lane is Shalkowski. He was fouled by King, and Shalkowski will go to the line for two. So Michael Shalkowski comes in averaging 12 points per game. 6-foot senior for Weyauwega-Fremont, and that one rims out. Second one for Shalkowski is up, and that one sinks in, and we've got points on the board here in Auburndale. Figure to see a lot of points here out of this game. We'll see exactly how it goes. Neillsville out of the Clover Belt East. Weyauwega-Fremont out of the Central Wisconsin East. Weirs took my advice, kept his chin up, scores the bucket. And Weyauwega-Fremont coming in at 1-5, 0-3 in the Central Wisconsin East. First place, Iola Scandinavia. Catcher with the block, but he'll get charged with a foul. And back to the line will go Shalkowski for two. Again, Iola Scandinavia 4-0. Shiocton 3-0 atop the Central Wisconsin East. To this point in the 2019-2020 season, and as I mentioned, Neillsville coming in 6-1. Their only blemish on the year, a trip to Edgar that we had live right here at Zaleski Sports. King pulls up for three. Timber! Alex King. The leading scorer, Alex King, on the board with a three. Neillsville 6-1, 4-0 in the Clover Belt East. They trail Spencer by a half game. Spencer 5-0, and there's a Spencer-Neillsville game in the not too distant future. Colby at 3-2, Columbus Catholic at 2-1, Greenwood at 2-2, Loyal 1-3, Gilman 1-4, Owen Withee 1-4, and Granton at 0-3 in the Clover Belt East. No look pass, Trunkle to catcher. Catcher not able to handle. Defense extended here for the Warriors, and Indians able to clear the timeline. Nice drive there, blocked by King, and catcher not able to handle it, and it'll stay with Weyauwega-Fremont. As I mentioned, Neillsville winners at Anago on Saturday, 77-43. Three-pointer on the way for Feltz is good. Ethan Feltz, again, he averages 15.2, leads his team in scoring here in 2019. He drills a three, and we're tied at 5. King on the drive off his knee, and back to the Indians. At Neillsville Spencer game on Friday, January 10th in Neillsville. It's a home-and-home series. Spencer will get Neillsville later in the season on February 18th. Fairly decent chance. Both of those teams are undefeated in conference come, though, on Friday, January 10th. And will probably walk into a packed Neillsville fieldhouse. Trunkle's three long. Weirs can't get the rebound. Kesher from behind pokes it away. It'll stay with Weyauwega-Fremont. Saw Spencer firsthand over in Greenwood about a week ago. Solid team effort win. Rockets over those Greenwood Indians, not these Weyauwega-Fremont Indians. In the lane, up and good. What a drive there for Michael Shalkowski. He's got a quick 4 points, and Weyauwega-Fremont up by 2. 7-5. King tried to break down Doty. Doty wasn't having it. In the lane, Dietzler. Dietzler, no, but he'll go to the line for 2. Monte Dietzler, again, senior for Coach Geyer's Warriors. First for Dietzler is good. Got that one to roll around the rim for a bit and fall in. And second one good for Monty, so he's got a quick 2 points. We're tied at 7. Early in here, we're 3.5 minutes off the clock. 14 and a half left in the half. Trunkle went for the steal. Nice job by Dittman to turn around, but then Dittman carried off of the Trunkle pressure. And our first sub of the game will come in for Weyauwega-Fremont. This is Carter Dittman. Sitting is Ethan Feltz. On the drive, Drew Brown. Brown in the game and earns himself a trip to the free throw line. Two team fouls on Weyauwega-Fremont. That was the first on Carter Dittman. So you come in the game and you pick up a foul right away. And Brown's free throw misses short. Second one for Brown, rims out. Catcher couldn't get the loose ball. Had a nice shot at the rebound, just couldn't bring it in. So Brown comes up empty on his 2 free throws. We stay tied at 7. Nice defense there by Catcher. Catcher tips it up. King steals it. Trunkle in the corner. Thought about a 3. No. King will take it. Timber! So Alex King with a pair of 3s. Neillsville up by 3. Brown with defense. Dietzler and Brown have Dittman bottled up, and it's a timeout. Coach Kyle Lawrence saw that defensive pressure was going to take a timeout. 13:48 left in the first. Neillsville up by 3. R&R Flooring in Spencer is your place for the best in innovation and lowest pricing for your flooring project. New or remodel, tile, carpet, hardwood, ceramic, cork, you name it, R&R Flooring is ready for you today. R&R Flooring supports area programs like the broadcast you're watching and also supports area suppliers so you get great quality and pricing that fits your budget. Go to R&R Flooring today to see their showroom of flooring, furniture, mattresses, and custom-built showers. R&R Flooring in Spencer. Foul all the way down here, a foot under the basket. So again, 13-19 left in the first half. Got our audio back. Apologies. But Josiah Ketcher picked up his second foul. Now the leak out. Trunkle up and gets it to rattle home. So Braden Trunkle on the score sheet for the first time today. He was telling the folks down here anyway, before we got our volumes straightened out. Josiah Ketcher picked up his second foul. He's got 2 fouls in 4.5 minutes, so Subke in for him. Foul on the floor there. It'll be the third team foul for Weyauwega-Fremont. The second on Carter Dittman. He'll take a seat on the bench. Back in is Ethan Feltz. And nice look inside and one. Basket counts, and Drew Brown with 2 go to the line for an opportunity on a 3-point play. So Feltz comes back in the game. He picks up a quick foul. And just like that, the Warriors out to a 6-point lead. That pass is thrown into the corner. Able to be saved, though, by Shalkowski. Nice job by him. Feltz into the Shalkowski re-entry into the court there. Now Shalkowski in the lane, goes up strong. Off the backboard, no. Gets his own rebound. And he will go back to the line, will Shalkowski. By the time this is done, Shalkowski will have shot 8 free throws in 7 minutes and 33 seconds. And make that one. So you see the Auburndale varsity basketball team arrive here at the Tim Anderson Gymnasium. Shalkowski's second is up and good. So he's 6 for 8 from the free throw line. He has 8. All 8 free throws for the Indians, shot by Shalkowski. Backdoor cut, King, good. Nice job there by Drew Brown. Kind of slow played it a little bit. Gave King the opportunity to get behind the defense. Nice job there by both Brown and King. In the lane, floater is long for Dittman. King looks up court. Out to Trunkle. Trunkle straight on 3 off the front of the rim. No. Rebound fought for, and Dominic Elbenhorst gets the rebound and the bucket. Eight-point lead for the Warriors. Again, defense extended. Here goes Shalkowski to the rack and good. So Shalkowski in double digits. He's got 10. Came into this one averaging 12. So he's well ahead of his game average pace. King spins out to Trunkle. Trunkle hesitation in the lane. Right hand scoop is good. Four points for Trunkle. Brown with the steal. Got Trunkle under the basket. Trunkle to King. Alley-oop. And how about that? What about a Zaleski Sports 3 to C on that play? What a play from King, or from Trunkle to King. Shalkowski back on the other end, couldn't get it to go. Put back by Krause, no good. Back come the Warriors, up by 10. All the way up to Brown. Brown sandwiched between 2 Indians. And that foul is on the floor. King, 20-footer long. Missed everything on that one. Trunkle went for the steal, couldn't get it. Weaving through traffic. Dittman, and Quinn Dittman had his shot blocked by Subke. Doty got that stolen by Weirs, then poked back, and last touched by Isaac Weirs. It'll stay with Weyauwega-Fremont. 23-13, still 10.5 left in the first half. It was a 10-10 tie not that long ago, a 13-3 Neillsville run. Feltz entry pass, kick out, 3 on the way by Dittman is long. Rebound by Shalkowski, and he went to the basket before he had control of the ball, lost it out of bounds. Out is Krause, in for the first time today, Bo Witkowski. He wears 32. Down in Elmhorst. Elmhorst tried to work it under. Nice defense there by Shalkowski. Kick out to Brown. Brown bends baseline, right hand up, and a charge going the other way. And Drew Brown picks up the charging foul, and he will head off. He and King leave. Trunkel and Diesler back in for Neillsville. Weirs with a steal, just picked the pocket there of Quinn Didman. Warriors, all 5 are there. Diesler lines up a 3 off the front of the rim and gets it to roll in. Monty Diesler using the shooter's touch here in Auburndale. Feltz kick out to Doty. Doty 3 on the way is long. Rebound brought down by Elmhorst. Here comes Trunkel on the wing. Up top to Weirs. Weirs circles around to Diesler. Diesler kick out to Weirs. Weirs 1 foot inside the 3-point line into Subke. Subke backs in. Now bounce passes over to Elmhorst. Coach Geyer telling them to get the ball out of there. Elmhorst in the lane. Almost lost his footing. Kicks it out to Subke. To Diesler, and up top to Trunkel. 8:50 left in the half. Trunkel bounces into Subke. Subke backs into Witkowski, turns on him, right hand is short. A rebound by Shalkowski. Again, defensive pressure extended for the Warriors. Up top to Feltz. You look inside to Witkowski. Instead it comes inside one more time to Shalkowski, and Shalkowski will see if he was shooting. And they say he was, so 2 more free throws, 9 and 10 of the first half for Michael Shalkowski. And we've got a timeout on the floor with 8:15 left in the first half. Neillsville 26, Weyauwega-Fremont 13.
Fade to Black window tinting for your car, home, and office. Fade to Black will make your ride different than the rest, with creative, stylish, and quality window film all year round. Fade to Black also helps to reduce glare and keep sun out of areas in your home and office that cause discomfort. Fade to Black provides vinyl wrapping with access to the top brands of wheels, tires, and accessories for your car or truck. Give Wayne a call at 715-660-6482 or visit Fade to Black LLC on Facebook now. Fade to Black window tinting in Marshfield.
So Shalkowski's 9th free throw attempt of the game is short. He's got 10, looking for 11. There it is. So 11 points now for Shalkowski. Again, highlights coming up later tonight on Facebook at Zaleski Sports. You can watch the best moments of all 4 games here from the Auburndale Holiday Classic. Diesler lines up a 3 in the corner, off the front of the rim, no. King went for the rebound, and he was fouled on his way through. And he will shoot 2. Got a few highlights to show you. One of them will be the Braden Trunkle to Alex King circus pass here in the first half. King off the back iron, no good. King with 10 points, matching Shalkowski. And Shalkowski now on the bench, so King can overtake him with number 11 here on the free throw. And rims in and out. Ketcher with the rebound, fires out to Trunkle. Trunkle gives off to King. Ketcher left alone down low, turns, fires, and good. So Josiah Ketcher with his first points of the game. Warriors have doubled up the Indians here, 28-14, 7:40 left, and a travel called on Quinn Dittman, and that right there, case in point on why you apply pressure if you can. And a lot of teams cannot. They will apply that pressure and then give up fast break points down on the other end. But if you're a team that can do it, and Neillsville is, you get those turnovers out of that. If not an outright steal, you get those violations like we saw there. Trunkle launches a quick 3 off the back of the iron, no. Weir's going to pick up the loose change. He was knocked from behind. Ball still loose on the ground. Weir's moving and knocked out by Witkowski. Could have been a travel on Weir's. The ball will stay here with Neillsville. King looks over the top at Doty. Now drives on him. Kick out to Weir's. Weir's ball fake on Feltz. Off to Diesler. Diesler now on the drive. Bounces over to Ketcher. Ketcher up and no good. He'll go to the line for 2. That foul will be on Witkowski. It'll be team foul number 7 for Weyauwega-Fremont. Witkowski's first, but again, team foul number 7 for Weyauwega-Fremont. Neillsville with 8 team fouls, so both teams still 7 minutes left in the half, and 15 fouls already committed on the game. Ketcher missed the first and forces the second one down. He's got 3. 15-point Neillsville lead. Feltz on the run out, looks at Diesler. Now sends it back to Doty. And foul by Weir's. Weir's picks up his second. And that'll send Quinn Dittman to the line for a 1-and-1. There's 2 scores here for Weyauwega-Fremont. Shalkowski's got 11 and Feltz has got 3. Or I'm sorry, 3. And Dittman not able to join them, so 2 scores for the Indians. Trunkle left alone. He drives, left hand, and not able to get that one to settle in. And a rebound by Ketcher. Ketcher was fouled by Feltz, and back to the free throw line goes Josiah Ketcher. Second on Feltz. And Ketcher able to bang that one home, gets himself a free one. Ketcher lines up his bonus free throw and gets that one smoothly home. He's got 5. He's 3 of 4 from the free throw line. All the way up ahead to Witkowski. He had to check his footing there, make sure he wasn't going to commit it over and back. He didn't. Passed up top to Dittman. Dittman now dribbles around Weir's, and Weir's picks up a foul 25 feet from the basket. So that's foul number 3 on Isaac Weir's. It'll be team foul number 10, double bonus now for the Indians for the next 6:37. Quinn Dittman will shoot 2. Dittman lines up first, gets it to go. So he's now the third Weyauwega-Fremont player to score in this game. Weir's on the bench with 3 fouls. Drew Brown comes in his place. A little bit of discussion here at the scorers table. I'm not sure on what. Because I don't believe any mistakes were made here. They're just going to make... Not exactly sure what this discussion could be about. It looked like everything was pretty cut and dry there. But make it right. That's what we want to do here. And all right, 1 free throw left for Quinn Dittman. Free throw off the back of the rim, no, so that extra delay perhaps. And I left Dittman just standing there at the line for a bit. Diesler now with it, over to Trunkle, quickly around to King. King in the lane, right hand, backboard. Silky smooth, Alex King. And pass thrown away. So again, we talked about that just a moment ago, about pressure in the backcourt, and pressure there led to another turnover earned by the Warriors. A couple of Century Classic boys basketball scores. Wisconsin Rapids over what I believe was Milwaukee University School, 62-56. And Diesler with the basket, and be another timeout for Weyauwega-Fremont. We'll give you another Century Classic basketball score when we come back. Here in Auburndale, Neillsville leads 35-15.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us #1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
All right, again, back here in Auburndale, 5:58 left in the half. Neillsville 35, Weyauwega-Fremont 15. Another boys score from the Century Classic over in Stevens Point. Edgar, 39-37 winners. And I have to do a quick discount double check here. I thought I knew who they were playing against. I don't want to say it until I know that I'm right. Take another peek here, but I know Edgar's won again. Edgar having a boys basketball having a fantastic season here, 2019-2020. Feltz got hung up there in the game. Noah Marker wears number 4. Now back to Feltz in the corner. Feltz will look to Marker, now over to Dittman. Dittman at the wing, bounces it inside to Witkowski, now back to Witkowski. Marker had it for a moment. 3 for Dittman, no. King skies for the rebound. Thank you, Steve Maves. That's what I thought it was, but I wasn't going to say that, Steve, because I wanted to double check. But yeah, Edgar, 39-37 winners over Almond Bancroft, and what I believe the Eagles, as that 3 missed there by Diesler. And Felt's going to pick up rebound underneath. Almond Bancroft with their first loss of the year. I know Steve will tell me if I'm right, but I'm pretty sure that I am. So a fantastic season by the Edgar Wildcat boys basketball team to this point. Again, they beat Neillsville a couple weeks ago in a home thriller. And they picked up the win yesterday against Pacelli over in Stevens Point. Now they take down the Almond Bancroft Eagles. Trunkle left hand, no, but he'll go line for 2. So team foul number 9 for the Indians. It's the 3rd on Ethan Feltz. And Trunkle, that one rolls off for Braden. 4 points for Trunkle. 20-point Neillsville lead here. And yes, I was right. Thanks, Steve. Yep, first loss for Almond Bancroft on the season, and they've got a fine team, the Eagles do. So Edgar in a hounding defense, 39-37, winners over Almond Bancroft. Trunkle got that last free throw to drop. And then King with the steal on the other end, an easy layup. Now King another steal down to Trunkle. And to Catcher. Catcher, right hand no, but back to the free throw line is free throw shooting extraordinaire, Joe Catcher. He's 3 for 4 here in the first half. Austin Dahlke hits a game-winning 3 with 10 seconds left, and you bet those highlights will be up shortly. I know Steve would probably agree with me. Those highlights will be up shortly at Zaleski Sports on Facebook. But Austin Dahlke, game-winning three-pointer over at the Century Classic as Edgar then comes from behind. They were down 37-36 with 10 seconds left, come from behind to beat the previously unbeaten Almond Bancroft Eagles. Catcher, after I tell you he's one of the best free throw shooters I've ever seen, he misses 2. 4:15 left. Neillsville, though, still with the ball. King, 25-footer, timber, Alex King. All right. Warriors offense is on display here today. And King with the loose ball. King, 2 steps, slams it home. Alex King with the flush. King went up for a dunk against Owen Withy a couple weeks ago. Nice pass there. The assist from Doty down to Dittman. 3, and holy cats, are you kidding me? Alex King testing his range. Hasn't shot from half court yet. That may be coming. 3 on the way from Krause, no. All right, now here's King at the half court line, no, okay. King around the corner, slips through. Alex King almost got that one to go. Dittman, right hand, no, but he's fouled. He will shoot 2. So Quinn Dittman back to the line. He's 1 for 3 free throw shooting here today. Alex King, 22 points in the first half. Free throw made by Dittman. He's got 4 3-pointers. A dunk. 0 for 2, though, from the free throw line. It's about the only missteps King and the Warriors have had. And Dittman knew he missed that one as soon as it left his hand. A rebound, though, gobbled up by Shalkowski. Weyauwega-Fremont, all right, we'll keep possession here. We'll get another shot at it down on this end. Dittman on the drive, step through, scoop shot, and good. Neillsville 7 of 13 from the free throw line. Weirs cut off there on the baseline nicely by Marker. Kicked back out to King. Left alone down low with Subke, but Subke brought the ball below his waist. Elmhorst, though, to scoop it up. Subke's still able to get the ball off to Elmhorst, but again, talk about this every time we see it. And I know they teach us at basketball camp, especially for big guys, but don't bring that ball below your waist. Really don't bring it below your chest, but certainly don't bring the ball below your waist because it'll get swatted. Dittman over to Marker. Down to Shalkowski in the corner. Shalkowski skip pass over to Dittman. Dittman in the lane, got bumped, kicks out Marker 3, no, and rebound by Diesler. Diesler, 3 on the way, off the back iron, no. Rebound by Weirs. Weirs, kick out to King. King launches another 3, left that one short. And sometimes anything will go, and that one there by Dominic Elmhorst proves it, as he just kind of tossed it at the rim. And Neillsville at 50 points with a minute left in the first half. Dittman gets it into Shalkowski. Shalkowski on the drive, got around Subke, banged his way through, and good. So Shalkowski now with 13. Weirs on the take, right hand, and no. We'll see if they wave the basket off here. The charge is called, and no basket. So Isaac Weirs now picks up his 4th personal foul. That's 4 fouls in the first half. And he stays on with 25 seconds left. Coach Geyer likely going to rest a lot of these starters in the second half anyway, so keep Weirs on. If he fouls out, so be it. Now Trunkle head of steam, gives off to Weirs. Weirs went for the dunk. Yep, got the lay-in anyway. Now Dittman on the drive, circling to his right, and gets it up and in. So Quinn Dittman, and this is good if it goes. Off the backboard, no. And the first half comes to a close as Neillsville out in front big, 52-24 over Weyauwega-Fremont. Again, we awarded our 2019 Fall Sports Male and Female Athlete of the Year earlier this week. We will now show you our male 2019 Fall Sports Athlete of the Year, Dalton Feddick from Abbotsford. We will show you that award presentation and be back for the start of the second half after this. All right, everybody, welcome to Abbotsford High School as we are here to announce and congratulate our 2019 Male Fall Sports Athlete of the Year, Dalton Feddick. Dalton, congratulations on a great football season. Dalton had over 2,000 yards rushing on the season, 28 total touchdowns, and just a fantastic way to end a senior season. Dalton, let's think back to that first day of football practice, or even the day before. You led your team, as it turned out, in the season to a level 4 football game. Had fantastic, like I mentioned, the stats. When you think back to that first day of practice or that day before practice, how did you think the season was going to go?
I think we exceeded our expectations. We didn't know what we were going to get coming into the season, losing the guys that we lost, and we were really happy with our season this year.
Yeah, absolutely. I mentioned 28 total touchdowns, 23 on the ground, 5 through the air. You had a player that you were able to play with like that last year that scored a bunch of touchdowns, Joe Aguilera. What did you learn from a guy like Joe? How did he teach you how to act on a football field?
He was a great leader. He always did the right thing, even in bad situations. He tried his hardest every practice, and I just think that's a great guy to look up to.
Yeah, and you had another great guy to look up to, what we believe one of the premier coaches in Central Wisconsin, Coach Jake Knappmiller. As you think back now on your high school football career, what did Coach Knappmiller, how did he teach you, and what did you learn from Coach during these years?
Just how to be a good guy. Always, I'm going to restart there. Mm-hmm. He never really got mad at us. He always just got disappointed, and you can tell when he was disappointed. And he was, in a way, he kind of acted like a dad to our whole team. I mean, I don't want to say that, but he was always, if we needed anything, he was always there. Like anything on the field and off the field.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, one of the finest coaches and a great person, as you mentioned, Coach Knappmiller. Obviously, a big part of why this award is sitting here for you today, no doubt about that. You also set a school record as a team. You hosted your first ever level 4 or level 3 football game at home. Let's talk about that game a little bit. What do you remember about that game? A lot of your games were comebacks, but what do you remember most about that game in particular?
They were big. They had a lot of guys to sub in and out. They were never tired. I mean, I think that really got to us. But overall, they were a really good team, and sad to see that they lost at state. But St. Mary Springs was a great team too.
Yeah, and then, right, as I was Regis, talk about Coleman then, right? So the game you hosted here at home, right? Talk about that game, that level 3 game, first ever one that you were able to host as a school on your home field. What do you remember most about the game against Coleman?
354 rushing yards. It was insane. It felt like every time I ran the ball, it was just 5-yard gap to run through. Our line really stepped it up that game, big time.
Yeah. All right, and then I get the games confused. I see a lot over the course of a season, but you'll probably remember this. I think it was playoffs against Auburndale. The defensive lineman gets a big interception kind of towards the end of the game, if I'm thinking of the right one. Remind me who that guy was.
Angel Diaz.
That's right, Diaz. Yeah, so I mean, that was, for me, watching, I wasn't even at the game. I got to watch the highlights later. But, I mean, everybody was just so happy. Talk about that game a little bit, and especially that end and the way it finished.
That felt like the biggest win of the season for us. Well, for me at least. It was, once again, we felt like we were the underdogs in it. And we've always liked playing from that standpoint, just because you're not going to let anybody down. Just go out there and do your hardest, or do your best, and good things will happen.
Yeah, you were, if not the underdogs, like you said, you played like the underdogs a lot. Greenwood, another one of those games I thought where, you had to kind of some fantastic moments in that game. You had to really stay with them. And I think you got out to a big lead against Greenwood and then kind of start coming back. Just how was that you? Was that coach? Just a team feeling? But, being able to play like an underdog and really put on a show out there.
I don't really remember a whole lot from the Greenwood game. I think that was, things were a little blurry after that game for me. I don't know. But, yeah, it was a lot closer than what we would have expected.
All right. We'll talk about some of the fun moments of the season. First, I'm going to give my best memory of Dalton and the rest of his teammates, Abbotsford Falcon football. And that turned out it was a game at Assumption. And it was a Saturday game. You were kind of having your way with things that day. Things were going pretty well for you. There was a touchdown that was scored. There was a celebration that happened in the end zone. Some of the guys lined up like bowling pins, and I know it was Cade Faber rolled the ball, knocked everybody down, and there's some good laughs. And I think maybe though there was a little bit of trouble after that. Tell us what happened, maybe that next day or even the bus ride back, but that next day after practice. What did Coach say about that kind of a celebration?
Coach couldn't really get mad about it because, he was mad at us for not celebrating enough, so we spent a little time in practice just doing celebrations. He told us that we shouldn't do them because we would all get penalties for it. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why he decided to do it, but the whole team was just, they were in sync, and everybody booked it down to the end zone, and Cade knew exactly what to do. Mm-hmm. Pretty great.
So kind of like all aspects of football, practice, right?
Yep.
All right. What was? Were there any other considerations? Were there any other kind of celebrations that were kind of tried out?
We did leapfrog. We did the thing that the Packers defense does, where they go to the end zone and just pose. Mm-hmm. That, and we did. There were a few of them. We did the synchronized swimming one where you all line up and fall down in a row. But yeah.
So you had some choices. You picked that one. That was pretty fun. Tell us about, maybe think back to one other fun memory that you had from the season, whether it was you running, throwing, scoring somebody else. So we mentioned Angel Diaz, we mentioned Cade Faber a little bit. What was kind of one other memory that you'll kind of carry with you for a long time after the season?
I think just going to practice every day and trying my hardest. Practice was always fun because, I mean, when you're winning, it's a lot more fun. And really finding that out in basketball this year, I mean, it's not quite as fun, but it's essential to how you win games.
Yeah, absolutely it is. So again, a fantastic year, over 2,000 yards rushing, 28 total touchdowns, a level 4 playoff appearance, host their first ever level 3 football game in school history. It's quite a season everybody had, no doubt about that. We want to thank Awards and More on Pepper Avenue in Wisconsin Rapids for providing our Athlete of the Year plaques again this season. And we'll thank Dalton Fedek. Dalton, congratulations on a great season.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys, that'll do it from here. Dalton Fedek, our 2019 Male Fall Sports Athlete of the Year. More at ZaleskiSports.com. Back in Auburndale as we get ready for the start of half number 2, 52-24, Neillsville over Weyauwega-Fremont. First half stats, we will start with the Weyauwega-Fremont Indians. Michael Shalkowski with 13 points, Quinn Dittman with 8, and Ethan Feltz with 3 for the Neillsville Warriors. Alex King leading all scorers with 22 points. Monty Diesler with 7. Dominic Elmhorst with 6. Braden Trunkle and Joe Ketcher with 5 apiece. Isaac Weirs with 4. And Drew Brown with 3. 52-24 is where we start play here in half number 2. We'll see how long Coach Geyer keeps his Neillsville Warriors starters on the floor. All 5 starters back on the floor here to start half number 2. All 5 Weyauwega-Fremont starters on the floor as well. Joe Ketcher, nice block there to get things started here in half number 2. As the entry pass into King, King grabbed the net on his way through, never really had the ball. See a planned exercise coming out of halftime for Coach Geyer, and the Warriors kick there by Trunkle, and Weyauwega-Fremont will inbound again. Feltz with the miss there, and Brown with the rebound. Actually, I said all 5 starters. Unless I miscalculated Drew Brown there, not a starter. So Diesler scores. Backing in is Shalkowski. Kick out goes wide. He was looking for Feltz, didn't find him. So Isaac Weirs and his 4 fouls not on the floor. Drew Brown is. Ketcher left alone down low. Now Wheels in lane. Right hand is good. Joe Ketcher. He's got 7. Warriors continue to build their lead here in the second half, 56-24. Still 16 minutes remaining. 3 on the way and good from Dittman. 3 for Diesler is on the way. That one rattles around. No, Diesler, though, able to get his own rebound after Catcher with the miss and a laser from King to Trunkle for 2. Watched a lot of Austin Powers over the last week. I don't know, it was running a lot on TV for whatever reason. Always catch the International Man of Mystery whenever he's on, and internationally known on the microphone, Alex King. 3 more for King. Again, all-time leading scorer, boys basketball history in Neillsville, Alex King. He's got 25. Grabs a board and turns it up the other way. That one, though, is going to be picked off. Headed for catcher, but intercepted by Krause. Nice job there by Logan Krause to step in front of that pass. So just 3 minutes off the second half clock. Neillsville's already scored 9 points. Catcher, nice job there to get his hand in the way. King comes down with the ball. Trunkle left alone for 3 off the back of the rim. No. Drew Brown skies for the rebound, turns as he ripped it down. Catcher's on the floor with it. Ball's still loose. Gets in the hands of Trunkle. Trunkle underneath the Brown. Brown pump fake up and in. Catcher a little bit gimpy here. Although sometimes when you wear a beard like that, that can kind of weigh you down. So I don't know if that's the case or if it was something else. 3 there for Feltz, no. Catcher, rebound. Outlet to Trunkle. Trunkle head of steam. Trunkle all the way to the rack, no. But he will go well, they're going to say on the floor. So foul is on the floor, no shot for Trunkle. Neillsville Warrior basketball, an exciting brand of basketball again here in 2019. Brown on the take, nope. Mentioned during the girls' games that our preseason preview series, Coach on the Couch, with many of these Central Wisconsin coaches. Coach Mike Geyer, Neillsville Warrior, coach one of them, and it's 10 minutes well spent. Head on out to YouTube and search Zaleski Sports and then insert your favorite coach's name and listen to what your coach says about how he or she felt about the upcoming season. There's still a lot to be gained from that as we're a month in. Still early here, and all these coaches, they spend time to help preview their teams here for the season, and still a lot to be learned, a lot to be gained from listening and watching those interviews. Again, those are all available on YouTube. Just type in Zaleski Sports and then your favorite coach, or just whatever coach you want to listen to, maybe your rival coach out there. Brown had eyes for that ball. Brown got eyes for the basket, left it short. Dittman back the other way. Trunkle looks at him. Dittman to the rack, up and good. Quinn Dittman been impressive here today. He's got 13 points, looking for 14 on the foul shot. Second foul on King. And it's Brown that heads to the bench. Elmhorst in his place. Each team with a foul apiece here in the second half. That one rattles out. Last touched by Monty Diesler. Dittman and Feltz miscommunicate on the other side, and ball thrown out of bounds. Left alone for 3 was Diesler. Showed ball, got around Shelkowski, got it into Subke. Subke, though, couldn't pick it out of his legs. Weyauwega-Fremont coach Kyle Lauren says 1 possession at a time. Which is true. Shalkowski on the drive, gets that one to go. Trunkle spilled to the floor. So Shalkowski scores for the first time in the half. He's got 15. Again, Dittman's got 13. Scoring, though, beyond that, limited. It's just Feltz with 3 points and nobody else for Weyauwega-Fremont. Big collision under the basket there. But yeah, everybody looks okay. Jacob Doty picks up the foul. Foul number 1 for Doty. He comes off the floor. In for the first time today is Mulligan Rux. He wears number 10 in red. Rux defending the inbound pass into Elmhorst. Elmhorst up and under. Nice move for Dominic. And he scores his 4th point of the game. 8th point of the game. That's what I said. And we've got a foul on the floor. This one may go against Diesler. Nope, Trunkle. So Trunkle picks up the foul. .34 game here with 12.5 left. Ball lost by Witkowski on his way through. Alex King looks up court, now stops as he reaches the half-court line. King, shake, bake, rattle and roll for Alex King. And that one three-pointer is good for Ethan Feltz. So Feltz, three-pointer in the first half, adds another one here in the second. He's got 6. Diesler 3 on the way and left his hand up in the air to let everybody know he had good rotation on the ball. He did. Diesler now with 12, and the Warriors continue to score here, 71-34. Not sure how long Coach Geyer is going to leave some of these guys in as Feltz launches another 3 and gets that one to go. It reminds me just a couple weeks ago, the Pacelli Cardinals scored 100 points. Neillsville on 71 here. King, 30-footer, no. Boy, oh boy. Trunkle, though, able to get away with the ball. Trunkle lets loose the 3, no. Subkey on the floor. Diesler with the rebound. Subkey left all alone down low and up and good for Santana Subkey. First points of the game for Subkey. Shalkowski saves it. Dittman left alone for 3. He buries it. All right, now everybody's scoring. Time for me to get in the game. I could help out. Diesler launches another 3 off the left side of the rim, no good. And Trunkle on the breakaway lays it in. Under 10 minutes to play here in Auburndale. Trunkle bats that one out of bounds. Catcher, Weirs, Brown come back in the game for the Warriors. Shot missed. Catcher skies for another rebound. Elmhorst on his way through, flips it into Catcher. Catcher out to Diesler. Diesler, another 3 off the back of the iron, no, and Catcher with the foul. 75-40 here, and that ball through the hands of number 24, Carter Dittman. Weirs down to Brown. Brown on the drive. Right hand is, oh boy, that one just rolled out. Looked like that was going to spill through, but it'll be free throws for Drew Brown. Second one on the way for Brown is good. Feltz on the drive. Nice drive there by Ethan Feltz. Feltz, again, coming into this game averaging 15 per game. He's got 11 now, but it was a slow-moving 11. He's just never really gotten to a rhythm here in this one that I could see. The blow-by for Elmhorst is good. Lean in by Shalkowski, no, and tip out by catcher over to Brown. Did I mention Neillsville Warriors boys basketball in our Zaleski Sports Power 5? They have been all year, and I think if you didn't know, now you know. Catcher tried to go under, now attempting to get his own rebound, is going to end up with the foul as he got arms tangled with Witkowski. Picks up the foul. Our Zaleski Sports Power 5, we assemble a list of what we think are 5 boys and 5 girls teams in the area deserving of your attention. Watch them in person if you can, or right here on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. We'll have another one coming up after this. Auburndale, undefeated this year. The Apaches are 7-0, going to take on the Augusta Beavers. And Feltz there. So, as I said, Feltz didn't get in a rhythm in the first half. He's in one now. He's got 10 points in the half. He's got 13 on the game. Brown let loose a 3 off the front of the rim. No, Ketcher has got a 5th foul, and Joe Ketcher is going to take a seat. Hard-working Josiah Ketcher. So 5 fouls, a Dairy Queen, the disqualification, the DQ for Josiah Ketcher, as he'll finish his night with 7 points. But hard-working Joe Ketcher. I don't know that he gets enough credit. We'll see if we can get him to stop by our Neillsville Dairy postgame show. Neillsville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, neillsvilledairy.com. Your reminder to stay tuned to our postgame show. We'll talk to Neillsville Warrior head coach Michael Geyer, and we'll see if Joe Ketcher, his 7 points, his disqualification, and his beard can stop by the broadcast booth here. We'll hear from both of those guys, again, upcoming in our Neillsville Dairy postgame show. I don't know if the beard speaks for itself or not. It certainly could. Tegan Dillenbeck comes in the game. He strokes a 3 from the corner. And a kick ball with 6:32 left, 81-44. So again, mention Pacelli, at least in central Wisconsin, or the maybe better put, the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network coverage area, with Central Wisconsin extended. We know Pacelli's hit the century mark this season. I don't know of any other. Now, again, we're a month in. I know Steve Maves is listening along at home. He may know of another. I don't know of another. we'll see if we can find another right here tonight. And if the reserves come off the bench for Coach Geyer and his Warriors, with 6 minutes left, there's a chance as Brown gets that one to float in. There's a chance. It's strong award as I can put on it right now. Feltz fires back, in and out. Subke with the rebound. And a push off Brown. Let's see what the whistle is. So the foul is on the other side of the court. That's on Mulligan Rux. I believe that's who they call. Well, no, that's who was on Brown. Well, all right. So foul goes against Weyauwega-Fremont. As both Feltz and Witkowski take a seat. They'll wrap up their night here tonight. Steal there by Rux. Rux bounce pass, and now it's finally gobbled up by Krause, and we've got a foul. And if this is on Weirs, it's his fifth. It's not, though. That foul is on Dillenbeck. So second foul on Dillenbeck. 7 team fouls on the Warriors, though this was the act of shooting. So 2 free throws here for Krause. And does not get that one to go. So again, we've got Auburndale, Augusta coming up 15 minutes after the finish to this one. Yeah, it could be a little longer. I think that game was advertised for 7:45. So we'll see what they decide to do. I know everybody's here player-wise. All the media's here. Hello. I don't know, though, if they'll let that one rip off too early. Some of the parents, other spectators in person may want to be here. Three for Carter Dittman is good. So the points keep coming. Under 5 to play, 83-47. And one. All right. I mean, this is wild, man. Just wild. Nice job there, Tegan Dillenbeck, to muscle that one up. Apologize for the laughter. I was kind of in between a drink there. I had no idea Dillenbeck was going to launch that shot, and then get it to go on top of it all. Dillenbeck not able to complete the three-point play. 85-47. Marker at the wing, over to Dittman. Back to Marker. Good closeout defense here by the Warriors. In the lane, up, and gets it to go, does Krause. And a whistle on the floor, and that'll be a Weyauwega-Fremont foul on Rux. So third on Rux, team foul number 6 for Weyauwega-Fremont. Dump into Roans. Roans shot a little bit strong. And a whistle is going to go the other way, it appears. And this may be on Dillenbeck as well. Nope, they're going to call this on Subke. So Subke picks up his first. It's team number 8, so to the free throw line go the Indians. This is Noah Marker. And Marker gets it to drop in. Off the front of the rim, no. Rebound fought for and gained by number 30, Alex Roman. Sub key in the corner again, 85-30. Brown dishes off to Rowans. Rowans lost the ball out of bounds, but last off of the foot of Krause. Into Brown. Brown turns on Rux up, and they count the basket. So Brown with 2 more points and another free throw attempt for Drew Brown. 10 points for Brown here on the night. $87.50 with 3:49 remaining in the game. And then go. So free throw is good for Drew Brown, and I was just informed there'll be about a 20-minute break in between games. They're gonna get this thing moving here, as this one's gonna finish early. They had anticipated this one may end around 7:25. It's 10 after 7 now, so a little bit early on the finish as Marker comes towards us, and he was pushed out. And another foul on Dylan Beck. He's picked up 3 fouls in short order here, all in about 6 minutes of game action. And free throw for Marker is up and good. Second point of the evening for Noah Marker. That went off the front of the rim, and Rowans with the rebound. Dump into Rowans. Rowans turns, dribbled off his foot. Marker will get the rebound, or the loose ball, my apologies, and then a foul is going to be committed on Michael Byrne. And the long free throw march continues here in the second half. So again, we will attempt to start this next game early. It'll go 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one. It was originally scheduled for 7:45, but they will go 20 minutes after the buzzer and then light us up for that one right away. So long as the free throw contest ends in somewhat short order. One rim's in and out. Rowans couldn't quite bring in the rebound and fought for underneath. Jump ball, and possession arrow points to Neillsville. Ball mishandled there by Byrne, turned over back to the Indians. And travel there after the turnover was created by Tater Lowry, and Tater took steps. .243 left, and more free throws upcoming. So Mason Rowans picks up the foul, his first. And that one rattles in for Krause. And out of bounds, last off the hands of number 14, Hayden Orr. 2:38 left, 88-52. Coach Geyer calls out motion. All right. tipped out of bounds. Last touched by Alex Roman. Stay here with Weyauwega-Fremont. And a travel is the call there. Whistle blows. 2:12 left to play here. Again, Auburndale, Augusta coming up next, so keep it locked right here. You'll see another Zaleski Sports Power 5 team, and Neillsville here, and then Auburndale coming up next. On the drive, shot long by Roman, but he'll go to the line for two. So the 8th team foul on the Indians. Nice job there on the free throw from Roman. Get himself in the score sheet. And a jump ball call. These officials are doing a really good job here today. It's not an easy task in a game like this, 89-52, and trying to let things end as naturally as possible. And you might hold your whistle just a half a second longer than you may otherwise in a closer game. Just trying to move the game along. Kick ball there. It'll stay with Weyauwega-Fremont. .90 seconds left in the contest. That one rattles in for Hayden Orr. That one a little bit too tall for Burns. Saved back in, and 1 minute left to play. And whistles blow. Krause will go to the line for two. So Krause, two more from the free throw stripe. Got 3 points tonight, looking for 4 here. Off the front of the rim, no. And Krause on the second one gets it to go. He's got 4 points, and again, we are under 1 minute left. 89-56. Lowry on the drive, right hand off the backboard. No, gets zone miss, puts it back up and in. Tater Lowry with points here tonight. 91-56. Now the scoreboard will live to fight another day. It only has 2 digits on it, and it seems as though Neillsville will be kept under 100. Otherwise, the scoreboard will have fell off the wall. Nice job by Dillenbeck. Dillenbeck with the drop off there. Now Byrne gets it back to Dillenbeck. Corner 3. No. Ooh, nice take there by Rux. Just couldn't quite get it to fall. And down to Rowans, and he'll hold the ball there. That'll be our final score today as Neillsville takes down Weyauwega-Fremont 91-56. Again, make sure to stay tuned to our Neillsville Dairy postgame show. Neillsville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, neillsvilledairy.com. We will talk to Neillsville head coach Mike Geyer and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. We believe it's Josiah Ketcher. But we'll find out. We'll see who Coach brings along with him, but that's our thought coming into this. And again, the Neillsville Dairy postgame show will start in about 60 seconds. We'll be right back. Neillsville Dairy postgame show coming right up.
Neillsville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Neillsville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, neillsvilledairy.com.
Grassland Dairy Products is your match for an exciting new career today. Go to grassland.com to see the opportunities waiting for you. Browse through careers like CDL truck driver, shipping and receiving, line tech, quality assurance, forklift, maintenance tech, inventory associates, and more. Great compensation, weekly pay.
Neillsville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Neillsville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, neillsvilledairy.com.
Made daily, neillsvilledairy.com, here with Coach Mike Geyer and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House Player of the Game, Joe Ketcher. Coach, first for you, 91-56. You got out to an early halftime lead. What was kind of the thought process in halftime and how you would handle that second half coming in with that big lead?
Yeah, we had to take the press off to the second half, and that's kind of what we wanted to work on today. We had some things to clean up in that, and we always got things to work on. So just we wanted to pay attention, not playing sloppy, still making basketball reads, not trying to just go individual battles, but we came into tonight focused on playing together and playing fearless.
A little bit of razzle-dazzle out there in the first half. Trunko, a little over-the-head pass. Alex King gets a dunk in the game. I mean, those are fun moments, and you want to have some fun moments in these games. I just talk about that and letting the team kind of play loose and have some fun every now and then. Yeah,
that's kind of our thing is I like to hand over the offense to the kids and let them do what they do. I think they have a freedom in our program that not many programs have. We let our kids, if they make a read, I trust that read. And I think going down a stretch in a big game, you're going to need to, because I can't play. I can't make decisions. They got to do it. And different kids have different flows. And Braden's kind of a fancy player.
Yeah, he certainly is. Coach, your movie record is 7-1. Tomorrow, you will take on 7-0 Auburndale. You're going to obviously stay here to watch these guys play. Tell us what you look for in kind of a scouting kind of a way against a really good team like the Auburndale Apaches.
Yeah, I think the main difference is Auburndale is definitely battle-tested. Their schedule up and down is just packed, and ours isn't always. So we got to make sure that we don't take plays off. We don't get lazy. That's kind of what we talk about in games like we just had, making sure we focus every possession and we win possessions, not just the game. So these guys are used to playing full games. They have incredible competition in their conference, and they're a tough team.
All right, we'll turn the microphone over to Joe Ketcher. Joe, we're going to talk to you today. To me, you're kind of the heart and soul of that team, especially on the defensive end, block shots out there today, just kind of doing all that dirty work. Not so much razzle-dazzle from you, but just really gluing that team together. Talk about what it's like to play with a group of guys like this.
Well, it's just a lot of fun working with everybody. Like the razzle-dazzle you talk about, it's always fun to see Alex dunk, and Isaac almost got a dunk attempt there. Braden's always throwing dimes out there. I think it's really fun to watch, more than play even.
Basketball, as it turns out, is a contact sport. A lot of people need to think of it in that way, and I think a lot of people do, but still some don't. Talk about your ability to draw contact, and make plays with contact.
Well, it's just all about playing through it, is being a man and putting the ball in the hole, I think, and getting the rebound too. Yeah, absolutely. You do disqualify today with the 5 fouls. I will say that we are a full-service sports outlet here, but 7 points a day. It's a fine line between aggressive play and sometimes silly fouls. Where do you put yourself on that line, game in and game out? Well, I'd say sometimes I have trouble with that line, but I get a lot of silly fouls. Yeah, I would agree.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. We're going to put you in the house here. You look up at the camera that's on the right-hand side, right up there. It'll find you, okay? So you just look right up there. You say your name. I'm Josiah Ketcher. I'm in the house. You can put anything else in it that you want, but that's what we'll have you say. I'll count you down 3, 2, 1, all right? All right. The camera's just on you. Here we go. 3, 2, oh, no, cover this way. All right, I thought we were ready. Good. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1.
I'm in the house.
Nice job, guys, tonight. Nice job. We'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right, guys, we will take a quick commercial break and be back in just a few minutes for the start of Auburndale Augusta. More basketball action coming up in just a bit.
Property damage or loss is what Marshfield Insurance Agency is all about. We are the area's largest insurance agency, family owned for more than 30 years. An independent agency, we represent more than 40 A-rated insurance providers for home, auto, business, health, life, and more. Contact Marshfield Insurance Agency for a free quote today.
All right, welcome everybody back to Auburndale for the 2019 Auburndale Holiday Classic here on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. Jason Zaleski, Trevor Zaleski, Eric Kubash helping out up top. Our pregame show today brought to you by V&H Automotive. V&H located just north of Marshfield on Highway 97. V&H is a short drive from anywhere. Check out fine selection of new and used vehicles at vhautos.com. Pick out your favorite. Go take it for a test drive tomorrow. V&H Automotive of Marshfield. Starting lineups for the Augusta Beavers. We'll start there, and we start with number 12, a senior, Jacob Engstrom. He leads the team in scoring, 15.4 points per game. Number 21 is senior Aaron Dorft. Aaron averages 11.8 points per game. A senior is number 23, Cole Stenson. Stenson, a senior. Another senior, Cameron Stenson. Stenson, 23 and 25. Dalton Robinson comes in averaging 12.8 points per game. He's a sophomore wearing number 30, the Augusta Beavers. Head coached by Chris Schmidt. And they come in to today's ball game with a record of 2-3. They last played on December 20th, 1 week ago, and they fell to Whitehall 63-62. For the home and host team, the Auburndale Apaches come in at 7-0, a Zaleski Sports Power 5 team here in the 2019-2020 season. You can read all about our boys and girls Power 5 at ZaleskiSports.com. But Auburndale and Neillsville, who won our last game, two of those Power 5 teams, according to us here at Zaleski Sports. Again, they come in at 7-0, head coached by Chad Weinfurter. Starting lineup for the Auburndale Apaches, number 1, Cooper Weinfurter. Cooper averages 21.3 points per game. And he wears number 1 as a senior. Another senior, number 2, Paul Colruss. Number 5 is Hunter Wright. Junior point guard, averages 19 points per game. Fletcher Rabb comes in, averaging 10.7 points per game. A senior, wears number 10. And another senior for the Apaches, forward number 21, Cody Trowbridge. Again, our pregame show brought to you by V&H Automotive. V&H located just north of Marshfield on Highway 97. V&H located, V&H, a short drive from anywhere. Browse hundreds of vehicles in stock now at vhautos.com. Again, V&H Automotive, located just north of Marshfield on Highway 97. V&H is a short drive from anywhere. We'll be back in 90 seconds for the start of Auburndale Augusta. We'll be right back.
Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, has been a Central Wisconsin resident her entire life. That means she has the inside edge on knowing the landscape and what it takes to care for your real estate needs. Whether you're buying or selling, Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, is your friend and neighbor, ready to help.
I'm Jenny Shaner, Realtor First Weber, with experience in residential and commercial real estate. Let's work together as a team for a win in your next real estate transaction.
Order a gift box at either location or order online by going to hewittsmeats.com. Tons of choices including summer sausage, snack sticks, jerky, free regional shipping on all gift boxes. Visit hewittsmeats.com. Hewitt's Meat, located in Marshfield and Tomahawk.
At V&H Automotive, you'll get the best price and best selection on all Ford, Lincoln, Chrysler, Ram, Dodge, and Jeep models guaranteed. At V&H, our friendly staff is always ready, here to serve you. No pressure, no gimmicks, just great deals, great service, and the best vehicles in Central Wisconsin. Come see why our customers rate us number 1.
V&H Automotive, a short drive from anywhere, or visit us at vhautos.com.
Back here in Auburndale as we get ready for the start of Auburndale Augusta, our final game of the day, game number 4 here today. Again, boys basketball just ended. It was a 91-56 Neillsville win over Weyauwega-Fremont. And we look forward to this one here. Again, a Zaleski Sports Power 5 team. The Auburndale Apaches come in with a perfect 7-0 record, taking on Augusta. Augusta is 2-3 on the season. Again, Auburndale won their last time out, 69-56 up at Phillips on the 20th. And on that same day, Augusta lost to Whitehall 63-62. All right, here we go. Right over to Weinfurter. Weinfurter corner. Kicks out to Colross. Colross in the lane comes Rab, and off the back of the rim, no good. And rebound out to the Beavers. We'll get to know these Augusta Beavers as this game goes on. And talked a little bit about them in the starting lineup. Number 12, Jacob Engstrom with the ball here. Top scorer for the Beavers. That ball picked off by Wright. Wright on the run out, left hand up and good. Hunter Wright gets us started here today. Kind of an easy two. A little bit of a struggle for the Beavers to get that across the 10-second line. I think they had about a second and a half left, maybe two. There's Engstrom with it here. Weinfurter looks after him. Kicks out in the corner to Stenson. Up top to Robinson. Robinson now leaves it off. And a three for Engstrom comes up long. Rebound out to Weinfurter. Weinfurter quickly ahead to Wright. Wright in the lane. Right hand up and no. Rebound brought down. Follow is no good by Trowbridge, but he will go to the line for two. But that shot just fell off the rim for Wright as it leaked off the front of the rim. And Trowbridge misses the front end of his shooting fouls. And the second one is up and good for Trowbridge. Commented a lot in the first couple weeks of the season, boys, girls basketball alike, that free throw shooting was just plain bad. It's got better. And we saw Trowbridge there. Trowbridge now with the easy two. And quickly Auburndale out 5-0. Down low, the turn on Colross now. Kick out, up, no good. Shot just a bit too strong for Dorff. Colross hesitation in the lane, up to Trowbridge, up and good. Nice job, Colross with the dime to Trowbridge. 7-0 Auburndale. Again, pressure extended here for the Apaches. Now kick out, left alone for three, left that one short. I believe that was number 30, Dalton Robinson, so his shot comes up short. In the lane is Rab. Rab pops from 7 feet, and we've got a timeout on the floor as Coach Schmidt sees the 9-0 on the scoreboard and wants to sit his Beavers down and talk about it. 15:31 left in the half. We'll be back.
Clemmy Sales in Stratford is your hometown Chevrolet dealer. You won't get any high-pressure sales tactics from us. We simply offer great deals on quality, brand-new Chevrolet vehicles. We also have a great selection of pre-owned vehicles and expertly staffed service departments for all your repair and maintenance needs. Small-town hospitality, just like your grandfather remembers. That's why people keep coming back, time and time again, for their next new vehicle. Experience small-town service like no one else can deliver at Clemmy Sales in Stratford.
Sports come live and free all year round on the Zaleski Sports Network. Again, thanks to Clemmy Sales, our longtime sponsor here on the Zaleski Sports Network. Colross corner. Worked all the way around to Wright. Wright has Weinfurter to his right. Gets off to Colross. Rab fell down with it, bounce pass up ahead and shuffled off. Baseline jumper, no good. Quickly up ahead, Colross, jump stop, kicks it out. Rab, long two, no, rims in and out, and we've got a foul under the basket. That'll go against Auburndale. And coming right back the other way, that ball lost out of bounds. Fletcher by Rab, and then a brick wall named Paul Colross able to force that turnover. Right kick out. Colross, three on the way. Off the back of the iron, just missed that one. Rab fights for the rebound, kicks out to Colross. Weinfurter, pump fake, up and one. Cody Trowbridge. So Trowbridge already, I'm going to say already with 5 points. Well, by the time I got my words out, he's on 7. I make that 8. Making points faster than I can count. 14-14 left, so almost a double dribble, but fortunately picked up the dribble, did Engstrom, or it would have been another turnover for the Beavers. Stenson, kick out to Engstrom. And just a suffocating Apache defense here on the perimeter, not letting anything through. And 12-0, there's 0 points as a result. Now bounce pass, turn, fire, no good for Dorf, and still on 0 are the Beavers, down to Colross. Back out to Trowbridge, all the way around Weinfurter. And 2 free throws coming for Cooper Weinfurter, one of the premier free throw shooters in the state. Now that I say that, see if he can make you a believer. I already am, and he does. And Weinfurter sinks both. I never had a doubt. 14-0 Auburndale. Beavers work to beat the press. They do, and then Trowbridge going to assess the foul as he tried to deny that entry pass and batted away, but got a little bit of the arm too. So the first on Trowbridge. 3 on the way from Engstrom, in and out. Rebound by Wright. Quickly up ahead, work the Apaches. Shyler Gilhausen wears 11 in the game here for the first time. Engstrom trying to work 1-on-3 there. 3 on the way. Comes up long for Stenson and rebound to the Apaches. Gilhausen, crossover in the lane. Trowbridge, no call, contact in the lane, play on. That ball given right to Trowbridge. Trowbridge will turn it back up court. Rab, kick out to Weinfurter, swung around to right, all the way around to Gilhausen. Nobody wanted to pull the trigger on the perimeter on that sweep, and it comes all the way back around now to the other side. Weinfurter, 3 off the front of the rim, no. And rebound brought down by Engstrom. $12:20 left in the half. 14-0 Auburndale. Football score that I'm sure the Auburndale football team had during another successful football season. They won a home playoff game against Markesan. 3 years in a row, Auburndale with a playoff win. But this 14-0 comes on the basketball court. We've played 6 minutes and 10 seconds. Augusta looking for points. Skip pass to Stenson. Stenson got his man on the ground. Now bounced it in. Could have been a kick ball. No call made there. Engstrom gets it out to Robinson. Will reset. Engstrom works on Weinfurter. Weinfurter with him every step of the way in the block by Weinfurter. Out of bounds. Ball stays with Augusta. And 2 new Apaches in. Caden Hoffman along with Dylan Pawn. Hoffman a junior, Pawn a senior for Coach Weinfurter's Apaches. Gilhausen all the way over to Weinfurter. Weinfurter pump fake under and one. Cooper Weinfurter. So that foul goes on 32, Gregor Wilms. Wilms, his first, team foul number 4 on the Beavers. And again, it's 2 more free throws for Weinfurter. Or 1 more, sorry, that was an and 1. So Cooper with 5, Auburndale with 17, 17-0. Here is our score. Kick out. Engstrom with the ball in the wing. Again, Weinfurter watches over him. Trevor Fabian, 14, with the ball here. His first time handling here today. Entry pass again denied. Ball loose on the floor. Finally is picked up by Hoffman. Rabb hesitated at the 3-point line. Now the kick out to Hoffman. Hoffman on the drive. Stop there. He'll bring it back out. Now bounces into Pawn. Pawn left alone down low. Easy bucket for Dylan Pawn, and another timeout for Coach Schmidt and the Beavers. Auburndale leads 19-0.
Nuts Deep in Marshfield and Spencer is open now for Friday Fish Fry. Get to Nuts Deep now, get your fish fry, and watch this game. That's right, have your fish and watch the game. You get it all at Nuts Deep. You can also visit Nuts Deep Express Grab and Go in Marshfield, just south of 14th Street on South Central Avenue. Nuts Deep is open late after the game. We'll see you there.
All right, back here in Auburndale, 19-0 as we come out of a second Chris Schmidt Augusta Beaver timeout. Coach looking for points, almost had one there. Rebound down low, put back up, ball loose, and ball gobbled up there by Pawn. Quickly down the court come the Apaches. Wright will circle back up top, now in the lane. Floater right hand, he is good. Smooth shot for Hunter Wright. He's got 4, 21-0 here, Auburndale. 8 minutes in, no points yet for the Beavers. Into Livingston, and shot contested. It's going to be a foul, and 2 free throws coming up for Trevor Fabian. So opportune moment here for Augusta to find some points. And that one rims out for Fabian, so we'll launch another free throw, see if he can break the scoreless streak. 8 minutes and 10 seconds, no score for Augusta. And that one had to be forced down. Augusta gets on the scoreboard. 8 minutes and 10 seconds in. Jason Wilcox in the game, kicked it back out there. Attempted a baseline drive, but wisely brought it back out. Now Wilcox in the lane, floater, he is good. Sixth Apache to score here in the first 9 minutes of work. Into Fabian, stopped on the low block, and I think he may have stepped out of bounds. Yep, out of bounds is the call, so turn back over to Auburndale. Again, Augusta comes in with a 2-3 record. Looking to even their season mark here, but not off to the start that you would want to get a win here on the what essentially is a road game, even though this is a quote-unquote neutral site game. Pawn got that one swatted away from behind by Wilms. Nice job there by Gregor Wilms to prevent points. Poked away by Wright. Wright now on the leak out, and transition points for Hunter Wright. And that ball thrown away by Engstrom. Again, Augusta out of the Dairyland Large Conference. Take a look at those standings here in just a moment as Colross, his drive stopped in the lane. Wright also stopped on the baseline. Now out to Weinfurter. Weinfurter will attempt the lane. Right hand is up, no good, but Cooper, 2 more free throws upcoming. In the Dairyland Large, Alma Center sits atop at a 3-0 mark, along with Melrose Mindoro. Oliva Strum right behind at 2-1 as Weinfurter now 5 for 5 from the free throw line here. Whitehall 1-2, as I just mentioned. Whitehall nipped Augusta 63-62 a week ago. Weinfurter now 6 for 6 from the stripe. Augusta is at 0-3, and Cochrane Fountain City also 0-3 in the Dairyland Large, and we'll see if we get a shot here. We get a travel instead. That's what I thought the call was going to be. So 27-1. Rab on the drive, kick out to Wright. Wright, 3 on the way, off the back of the rim, no. Weinfurter fought for the rebound, couldn't quite bring it in. Engstrom on the run out. Dishes in the corner, 3 on the way there was long from Tyler Brixon. Ball will stay with Augusta. Augusta beat Cornell in the home opener, in the season opener, 85-45. Then took down Osseo Fairchild 75-74. Those are the 2 wins for Augusta here this year. So they do score points. This one is certainly not the norm. That shot forced through by Robinson, no good. Weinfurter looking, finds Colross trailing. Colross bounces it to Trowbridge, back out to Rab. Rab, foot on the line, left it short. And the 1 on the scoreboard, much to do with the suffocating Auburndale defense. And Weinfurter step for step with Engstrom. All Auburndale defenders step for step with their offensive opponent. On the spin shot for Brixon, no. Weinfurter bounced in, or I'm sorry, it was bounced into Weinfurter. He stepped on the line when he contacted the ball, turned back over to Augusta. Back in the game comes Cole Stenson. Out is Brixon. Trowbridge gets the loose ball, kick out to Rab. Rab bring it back out. Weinfurter called for it, launches a 3 straight on, off the side of the rim, no good, and rebound going to be finally handled by Stenson. Quickly up, they may have been off of Wright's foot last. We'll see what the call is, and the officials do agree with me. Coach Schmidt pacing the sideline here. Just you get stuck on sometimes it's a mental exercise as much as anything. That shot was short, but just a mental exercise on the offensive end, trying to break through and find some offense as Weinfurter gets swatted in the face. He'll go back to the free throw line. 2 more coming up for Cooper. He's a perfect 6 for 6 to this point from the free throw line. And I mentioned that season opener against Cornell, Augusta 85-45. In that game, Dorf went for 25 as Weinfurter, even with the scrape on the eye, gets free throw to go. Dalton Robinson with 16, Tyler Brixton with 12. But just not able to navigate through this Auburndale defense, at least not to this point. Weinfurter just silky smooth from the free throw line. 8 for 8. He's got 10 points here today. I'm sorry, 9. What did I say? 7 for 7 from the free throw line. He's got 9 points. Perfect from the free throw line, though, anyway. Foul there is assessed to Wilcox, his first. Team 4th for Auburndale. Augusta with 6 team fouls and standing out of bounds when he caught the ball. That was Aaron Dorf, and back the other way we come. Wilcox around his back. He and Rab weave on the near side. Wilcox bounces into Trowbridge. Trowbridge gets it to go. Nice job there by Cody Trowbridge, keeping his balance, keeping his form, and able to get that one to go. He's got 10. First in double digits here today. And another violation. Turnover for the Beavers. Entry pass into Trowbridge. Trowbridge pumps once, shoots no. Nice job there defensively for Dorf, keeping Trowbridge in front of him and then securing the rebound. Losing his feet was Stenson. Rab from his backside got it, and the layup up and good for Caden Hoffman. 7th Auburndale Apache to score in the half, 33-1. Weinfurter, steal, picked up by Wilcox, gets it out to Weinfurter. Back the other way come the Apaches, all the way down to Hoffman, left alone for 3, didn't pull the trigger. Now gives off to Wilcox. Wilcox made one move and then gets fouled. It'll be foul number 7, and Wilcox will go to the line for a 1-and-1 with 4:28 left in the half. First foul for Cam Stenson. And Wilcox gets the first one to drop through, earns himself a bonus free throw. That one off the back of the iron, no, and rebound again brought down by Dorf. So Dorf collected a few rebounds. Again, the one lone point on the scoreboard, Trevor Fabian from the free throw line, it was at the 9:50 mark of the first half. That's the single digit on the scoreboard for the Beavers. Three on the way is good from Engstrom. Engstrom dials up the triple and the first field goal of the game for Augusta. Rebound underneath for Wright. Wright is up and good. 8 for Hunter Wright. Ball batted out of bounds by Pawn. It'll stay with Augusta. 3:31 left in the half. Say thanks to our first half sponsor, Little Sprouts Learning Garden of Auburndale, as another three comes up from Engstrom, and he's got it. Engstrom now starting to feel it a little bit. Little Sprouts Learning Garden of Auburndale. Little Sprouts, room for your half pints and little tykes. Get a hold of Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook or give him a call as Engstrom goes off the backboard. 2 more. He's got a quick 8 points, 9 now on the game for Augusta. Little Sprouts Learning Garden of Auburndale, I'll tell you, I go over there every now and then, have a little bit of fun with the kids. But now's a good time. You're in the middle of Christmas break, and you maybe want to reconsider your child care options or maybe have some new child care needs to fill. Little Sprouts Learning Garden of Auburndale, again, give them a call on Monday morning or give them a note right now on Facebook. At least tell them thanks for helping to sponsor the game so you get to watch it free, sitting in the comfort of your nice lounge chair that I'm sure you're sitting in. But send them a note on Facebook, tell them for providing free and live high school sports on the Zaleski Sports Network, and then ask about a room for your little tyke or half pint at Little Sprouts Learning Garden of Auburndale. Pass through the wickets and out of bounds. Get a full slate of 4 basketball games tomorrow. All the action starts right here on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network at 1 p.m. Make sure to check our Facebook page for a full and complete game schedule. And to the rack right comes up just a bit long. Augusta and Loyal be our first game of the day. And then Auburndale, Neillsville. Those are girls' basketball games tomorrow. That all starts at 1 o'clock. And then the boys again tomorrow at 6 p.m. The Augusta and Weyauwega-Fremont at 6. And then these Auburndale Apaches and the Neillsville Warriors. And we're expecting a titanic clash. And you talk about Auburndale. And again, we're here in the first half with 1:32 left. But coming into this one at 7-0. Look to at least have a good chance at moving that record to 8-0. Neillsville improved to 7-1 just a few minutes ago right here at Tim Anderson Gymnasium as the free throw up and good for Aaron Dorff. But you've got 8-0 and 7-1, Auburndale, Neillsville. 2 Zaleski Sports Power 5 boys basketball teams going at it head-to-head. And I'll tell you, a game scheduled for 7:45, but today they let these go a little bit early, so make sure to tune in right away. You don't want to miss any of the action tomorrow. Again, all 4 games right here on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. 90 seconds left in the half. 36-11. And a quick 10 points for Augusta. They were on 1 up until the 4-minute mark of the half. A little mini run here for the Beavers. Cole Ross's baseline drive was shut off. Weinfurter right hand up and good. Cooper with 11. And another pass thrown out of bounds. Coach Schmidt can't believe it. And I don't believe that his Beavers play like this. I just have a hard time if somebody were to try to convince me of that. Again, they come into this game averaging over 60 points a game. And Weinfurter is going to go to the line for 2 more. Foul goes on number 30, Dalton Robinson. But again, a lot of the Augusta struggles here largely due to the Auburndale defense. No doubt about that. Eight for 8 from the free throw line is Weinfurter. Free throw number 9. Oh, there's the miss. So he's missed 1. 8 for 9 free throw shooting. And that's about his career average right there. Maybe a little bit higher. Engstrom almost threw it away, and now Weinfurter able to get the ball. Weinfurter up and good. (41-11), 25 seconds left in the half. Stepped out of bounds, did Cole Stenson. Tried to walk the tightrope down there, couldn't. 10 seconds left. Auburndale will go to the halftime locker room with a lead. They're up by 30 now. Three-pointer, Fletcher Rabb, timber! And that'll do it here in the half as Auburndale runs up a big first half lead, 44-11. Again, we named our 2019 Zaleski Sports Fall Sports Male and Female Athletes of the Year earlier this week. And we will now hear from our female 2019 Fall Sports Athlete of the Year as Dorsey Walker, Columbus Catholic Don volleyball player, had a fantastic season. You'll see her award presentation now and then back for the second half in Auburndale after this. Welcome everybody to Columbus Catholic High School as we announce and award our 2019 Female Fall Sports Athlete of the Year, Dorsey Walker. Dorsey, congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Dorsey had a fantastic 2019 high school volleyball season. We'll talk about some of those stats with Dorsey. We'll talk about things that she did during the season, maybe some fun moments, maybe some stuff that people don't know about. We'll see what we get into here with Dorsey today. But first, Dorsey, just again a fantastic season. You were in a regional final again in 2019. So take a look at some of Dorsey's stats here and how we got to this point. Dorsey led her team in kills 353. Emily Jasinski was next with 248. So that's just a tremendous stat line. It would just pause on the kills just for a minute. So 353 for a lot of girls. Again, MJ she's pretty good too. But for a lot of girls, 353 that's worth a couple of years. You did that just in 1 year. Let's just talk about your volleyball skills a little bit, and we'll go down the list of the other stats. But for those that maybe don't play competitive volleyball or just kind of watch and it's like, hey, that's cool, they scored some points and they won. Talk about the whole setup, right? I mean, the first hit to the middle, second hit is coming somewhere else, and then the kill. What is for you on that third hit? Talk about some of the strategy and your run up and all that kind of stuff. Talk about how a kill actually happens.
Yeah, well, it depends on the other team's defense. So if they're set up and there's no one on the line, so I can hit straight forward, then I can hit there. But if there's someone there, it's too easy to defend, so I might place it in a far different corner. And it just depends on where people aren't, and that's where I try to hit.
And a lot of communication in that series on that first and second hit. There's a lot of communication going on that really tells everybody, at least on your half, what's going to happen, right?
Yeah, Brianna Post always would yell, "Go line, go cross, hit," where to go, basically.
Yep, yeah. So it's a very orchestrated event in that way, very choreographed, thought out and planned.
Yes.
Absolutely. A lot of people think of football and they think of plays and plans and choreography, but very much the same in volleyball.
Yeah.
All right, blocks, 32. Only Jess Jacopen had more with 33, so you're right on Jess's heels with blocks. And then aces, 97. You led your school in aces. Don't really register with sets, but that's okay because let's just talk about Megan Kibble a little bit and how she's able in that choreography. And we'll go back to her stats here real quick. 811 times she had an assist on the volleyball court. 353, or most of those 353 were to you. Talk about what it means to have her in that middle position up front.
She's an amazing setter. I'm so lucky to have her. She's really smart, and she picked that up really early in the season. She knows which person to set to, what's the smartest decision, and yeah, she's really talented.
97 aces, and we wouldn't get there without mentioning Coach Cat Eagle. The coach is, we'll talk about aces just a second. Talk about what it's like to play for one of the premier coaches in central Wisconsin, Coach Cat Eagle, what she does to make your game better.
She is the best coach I can ask for. She really is positive, and that really helps everyone. And she always sees the bright side of things. If something bad goes wrong, you can always look to her, and she has something good to say.
On those 97 aces that you had on the year, a lot of them are the serve position or the serve direction. You know the terms probably better than I do. Those, though, are oftentimes directed by Coach Eagle. So talk about that, what she's able to help you, how she was able to help you get to that big number this year.
Yeah, before I serve, I look to her, and she tells me which of the 6 spots to serve, and she really knows what's going on in the game. She might tell me to serve to the 1 spot, which is where the other person who just served is. And I'll be like, they're really good at passing. I don't know why she would want me to go there, but that could be their setter or something, and then they're out of system. There's a lot of technique, I guess, that goes into it.
And Coach knows absolutely what she's doing,
yes,
right?
Definitely.
And she's gone through hours of film study and just knows the game of volleyball, maybe unlike a lot of other people in the area. Okay, so I mentioned you played in a regional final here at home. As we kind of talk about the season a little bit, obviously didn't get the result there that you wanted to in that match, but one of the most exciting matches of the year. It's always exciting when you play at the gym here. It's loud, it's raucous. I said a couple times during the season, as I announced a couple of your matches, that Columbus, for better or for worse, has been known as a basketball school. Yet, though, the show that you and the rest of the girls were able to put out a couple times, and the noise that came out of that gymnasium was more than a basketball game. Is Columbus Catholic now a volleyball school?
I think so.
Yeah. All right. So, and as a sophomore, you've got a couple years yet to get better. So we look forward to that. Before we talk about what's coming in your future, think about some of those moments in the season, whether it was a particular team you were playing against or just a moment. What is maybe some of your fun memories, or one fun memory that maybe even other people don't know about?
Well, the Athens game was the best we had ever played. We were picking everything up. I made a video of everyone picking up everything, and I sent it to our group chat, and they all thought it was funny, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. But a really close-knit team.
Yeah, definitely.
As far as that's concerned. How much, think back again during the volleyball season, obviously, you're playing in the evenings, you practice after school, but it's a little bit to handle. We do a series called Day in the Life where we show what it's like to go through all that. How much, and I think it's okay now, and I think it's okay overall anyway, but how much volleyball are you thinking about, talking about with your teammates during school?
Actually, we just had finals, and after that I went to go study. We were talking about volleyball. Even though the season's over, it's all we talk about. And during the season, or in the halls, we'd always go game day, and we really love volleyball, and it's all we talk about.
Yeah, and with that being said, so no basketball for you this year. Instead, focusing on volleyball. Tell us what you do now that high school volleyball is done. What do you do now to stay in the volleyball game?
I'm playing club, and so far we've only had practices. We have 2 practices a week, and then soon we'll start tournaments.
Yeah, all right. And then soon, you just said finals, so soon next semester will start. School year will end. Next year begins.
And it starts in June. We start really early.
Right. What are, as you think now to your junior year, next year, went through some of your stats. We'll go through those again. Have you begun to think about goals and how next year might play out?
Yeah, I've been having lots of goals since freshman year. I want to have 1,000 kills. I know Kendra Byral had that, and it was a big celebration. I think that would be fun. I want to beat the school ace record. I'm pretty close, I think. I had around 100, like you said, 97 in 1 year. So hopefully if I keep that up, I could get 300 maybe. And just being a really good leader on the court.
Yeah, a regional final would be handy, perhaps even a trip to state.
Yes, go to state, definitely.
During your high school career here. Again, Dorsey Walker, our 2019 Female Fall Sports Athlete of the Year, 353 kills, 32 blocks, 97 aces. A fantastic year. Congratulations, Dorsey.
Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, guys, more to come at ZaleskiSports.com. All right, just about ready for basketball here in Auburndale. Our first half stats brought to you by Marshfield Country Club. Marshfield Country Club open every Friday, Saturday, Sunday during the winter season or the non-golf season, whichever you like to say. Friday Fish Fry going on right now. Maybe just about ready to end, but the fun doesn't end. Plenty of fun at night as well at Marshfield Country Club, but a full menu Friday, Saturday, and Sunday every weekend at Marshfield Country Club, located just west of Marshfield on Wren Road. Again, Marshfield Country Club, a full menu Friday, Saturday, and Sunday all winter long. Cooper Weinfurter leads all scores. He's got 14 points. Cody Trowbridge with 10. Hunter Wright with 8 points for the Apaches. Fletcher Rabb with 5. Jason Wilcox has 3. Dylan Pawn and Caden Hoffman each with 2 for the Augusta Beavers. Leading Augusta in scoring is Jacob Engstrom with 8. Aaron Dorff has 2, and Traven Fabian with 1. 44-11 is where we start action here in the second half. And Augusta launches first shot of the second half. That was long by number 30, Dalton Robinson. And Trowbridge going to step back to the free throw line. 2 for 3 in the first half from the stripe was Trowbridge. He'll go to the line for 2 here after the foul. That foul on Cam Stenson, his second, team first. We're just 33 seconds off of the second half clock, and Trowbridge not able to find the bottom of the net on that one. Makes good on the second. He's got 11. 45-11, Auburndale. Dribbling through and around is Robinson. Gives it up top to Stenson. Now feed Dorff down low. Turns, fires. All right. Now that seems to me to be the Augusta team that Coach Schmidt knew about coming in. Good looking offense there. Now Dorff with the rebound. Back come the Beavers. Stenson looked into Dorff. Now Stenson dribbles up top. Engstrom 3, rims in and out. And we've got a foul on the floor as Trowbridge got underneath Dorff, and 21 on 21 there, and 21 Cody Trowbridge with the foul, his second of the game. Coach Schmidt just not having it. Not happy about his team's play, not happy about how things look on the scoreboard, not happy about that call. Weinfurter turns the corner, dump into Trowbridge. He's fouled on his way up. Back to the free throw line for Cody Trowbridge. Cole Stenson picks up his first. So the third time that Trowbridge has headed to the line after being fouled on the shot, and every time he's missed the front end of it. And every time he's made the back end of it. Just takes him 2 to get warmed up. Four for 7 from the free throw line is Cody Trowbridge. Up top, Stenson. Dorff asked for it. Dorff still calling for the ball. Engstrom with Weinfurter on him, gets a screen from Dorff, and now Trowbridge going to pick up another foul. That one is trying to hedge off that screen and just stuck with that hedge a little bit too long. So 3 fouls now on Trowbridge. He heads off, Pawn in for him. Engstrom dump into Dorf. Dorf works on Pawn, turns, fires, hits. All right, Aaron Dorf now. 6 points on his effort, 4 points here in the second half. Right into Weinfurter. Weinfurter's floater comes up short. Dorf with the rebound. In the lane goes Engstrom, a little bit out of control, but no shot. They're going to say foul is on the floor. So it'll be an inbound for Augusta. Cole Stenson will inbound under his basket. Third team foul on Auburndale, the half. That one batted out of bounds by Weinfurter. Into Dorf. Dorf again works on Pawn. Right hand up and one. Nice work here by Aaron Dorf. And Coach Schmidt went to the locker room at halftime, obviously talked about working the ball inside. And he completes his three-point play. Just like that, Aaron Dorf's got 8 points. Came out of the locker room with 2. He's got 8. Pawn traveled on his way up, no shot. Turned back over to Augusta, 48-18. Augusta a 7-3 second half run. Or put another way, start to the second half. 7-3 start to the second half. On the take, came up short, and then as Robinson tried to bounce the ball off a right, bounced it out of bounds. Ball into Pawn. Pawn spins on Dorf, gets him up. Missed the shot, but he'll go to the line for 2. Will be Dylan Pawn. Pawn misses the first of his shooting foul shots. He'll shoot one more. 14:42 left in the game. Pawn gets that one to rattle in, so much like teammate Cody Trowbridge, misses the front end, hits the back end. Robinson up top, gets off to Fabian. Fabian loses the ball on his way through, right down the run out, right. And that was blocked. Nice job there on the defensive effort for Traven Fabian. And then able to force the ball out of bounds off of right, and Augusta back on offense. Mentioned earlier, highlights coming up later on the Zaleski Sports Facebook network. Highlights of that exciting Edgar Allman Bancroft game should be up fairly shortly as Weinfurter with the steal. Bounce pass to right is up and good. Stenson his way through, makes it all the way through. Now off to Robinson, right back to Stenson. Stenson works on Rabb, turns off the backboard, no, and Rabb with the rebound. Wright tried to force it up ahead to Colross, intercepted by Fabian. Wright went for the steal, Robinson able to bring it in. Fabian in the corner, works on Colross over there. And we've got a whistle. This, I think, will go on Wright. Nope, Colross will pick up the foul. And 3 is up and good for Engstrom. So Engstrom had 2 3-pointers in the first half. First here in the second half. First points for Engstrom. He's double digits with 11. Shot long by Hoffman. Pawn comes away with it. Pawn gonna give it off to Wright. Wright left alone on the wing, passed up a 3. Gives it off to Weinfurter. Weinfurter bounced into Pawn and fouled from behind by Chase Stenson Wienendahl. Say that one more time. Chase Stenson Wienendahl. Sometimes you have to sound them out. Weinfurter takes the ball at the top into Pawn. Pawn to the rack, fouled, and back to the free throw line goes Dylan Pawn. So that foul is on 3, Marcus Livingston. His third. Both teams now with 5 apiece in the half. And Pawn breaks the streak, hits the front end of a pair of free throws. And then misses the back end. Bizarro world there for Dylan Pawn. 50-21, 12-10 left in the game. Weinfurter deflects the pass. Wright scrambling for it. Ball still on the floor, and jump ball is finally called. It'll stay here with Auburndale. Yeah, well, it'll go to Auburndale. Left alone was Hoffman in the corner. He passed up the shot. Now Trowbridge able to keep it alive. Gets it back out to Wright. Hoffman stopped his dribble. And 2 more free throws coming for the Apaches. Now it'll be Caden Hoffman. And Hoffman misses the front end of his pair. And gets the back end, so back into rhythm we go. 51-21. Hoffman just scored his 3rd point of the game. Dorf turns, fires, a little bit too strong off the backboard. Rebound brought down by Wilms and out of bounds. Now it'll stay here with Augusta. Again, Augusta has 3 on the score sheet. That compared to 7 for Auburndale. So struggling scoring overall and then struggling getting a balanced scoring attack is Augusta. And again, all to do with this Auburndale defense, although Dorf has found his rhythm here in the second half. That's his 9th point of the half. He's got 11 on the game. Aaron Dorf, right on his season average at 11.8. Again, Jacob Engstrom came in averaging 15.4. He's got 11. Dalton Robinson came in averaging 12.8. He is yet to score. So into the bonus. Hoffman will shoot a 1-and-1 and misses that free throw attempt. Ball still loose. Hoffman picks up the loose ball. Kick out to Weinfurter. 3-pointer on the way. Timber! So Weinfurter gets the 3. And he's got a relatively quiet 17. He's hit 4 field goals. Everything else coming from the free throw line here today for Weinfurter. Fabian dribbles through the lane, and he traveled on his way through. I'm going to say he was a little bit out of control coming across there. I don't know that he had any plan aside from just dribbling the ball through the lane, and it's a recipe for a turnover almost every time. Bounce into Trowbridge. Trowbridge spins on Dorf, and it bounced all through the back of the iron and never bounced left to go in. Now a foul is going to be called on Trowbridge, and if it is him, it's his fourth. Nope, 11 is the call, and that is Gilhausen. So Gilhausen with the foul. Team 6, and with 10:37 left, it's going to be a lot of free throws, I think, coming up the rest of the way for both teams. Engstrom launches a three in rhythm and hits it. Fourth three-pointer of the day for Engstrom. Weinfurter, kick out. Hoffman passed up a three. Wright with a bit of a mishandle, keeps the ball. He works on Fabian. Hoffman now in the lane, left hand up and good. A nice drive there for Caden Hoffman, able to weave his way through, stay under control, and get to the basket with confidence. And out of control again, this time Tyler Brixon. Just remember a coach, I think it may have been elementary, but elementary school coach talked about dribbling without a plan. We may have seen that a couple times here. But dribbling without a plan. He was not a fan. That coach, not a fan of that. I don't think most coaches are. Hoffman bends around the elbow, kicks out to Weinfurter. Weinfurter, 2 steps inside the line, hits it. Kind of a half runner, half jumper, and 100% field goal made for Weinfurter. He's got 19 on the game, leads all scorers, does Cooper. Another three on the way from Engstrom off the back of the rim, no. Rebound ripped down by Gilhausen. Up ahead to Wright. Wright, head of steam, right hand. Hunter Wright all the way to the rack. 12 points for Hunter Wright. When the Apaches decide to apply a little pressure, they're able to score in bunches, especially here tonight. I know there's still 8:50 left in this one, but we're excited to see tomorrow night's primetime matchup, Auburndale-Neillsville. We think that's going to be a good one. Auburndale-Neillsville also will do battle girls basketball. That is a big-time game as well. That one scheduled tip 2:45 tomorrow. Of course, all 4 games tomorrow right here on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network, right where you found us. Dorf with the rebound, gets another rebound, back up, and gets it to go. Aaron Dorf working his butt off here in the second half. Rabb floats for 2. First bucket of the half for Rabb. He's got 7 tonight. 8:20 to go, 62-28. That one, again, I'm not sure what the plan was there on the bounce pass from Dorf. Tried to bounce it all the way through traffic without looking to see what kind of traffic he had. Give to Rabb, corner 3, off the front of the rim, no. Three on the way from Stenson off the front of the iron. Rebound brought down by Wilcox. Wilcox looks ahead to Gilhausen. Gilhausen bounces to Pawn. Pawn in the corner, kicks back out to Wilcox. .7:35 left in the game. And Hoffman looks in to Wilcox. Wilcox now steps out, will take the pass. Apaches work the ball around the other side. They'll post up Pawn. Pawn turns on Dorf. Made one move. Now kick out to Gilhausen. Gilhausen 3, long. Pawn battled for the rebound. Gets it. Stepped out of bounds and turned over to the Beavers. One more time, say thanks to everybody out there watching all day today here. Is game number 4 of the day. Thank you for enjoying live free sports right here on the Zaleski Sports Broadcast Network. Of course, all that action. And we've got a offensive foul. Yep. So foul is on Cole Stenson as he leaned into the chest of Caden Hoffman. But all this action brought to you by the sponsors you see on the screen. Without them, none of this is possible. It's just me and you hanging out watching basketball together. So make sure to send a thank you to our sponsors as the turn and fire good for Wilcox. He's got 5. Sponsors like Neillsville Dairy. Fresh cheese curds made daily. A long 3 there from Engstrom comes up short. About $4 for a pound of cheese curds. That's a $4 thank you, and you get to eat the cheese curds. So it's a pretty simple proposition there as Pawn bangs it off the backboard and good. Pawn's got 6, but go out and buy yourself some cheese, sausage, gift packages, just a pound of cheese curds, whatever it is. You can make it simple. You see a sponsor on the screen that you like, you've done business with before, you know, or maybe you'd even like to know, just send. They all have social media accounts. Send them a message on social media, Facebook, Instagram, whatever. Just tell them thanks. Maybe you don't want to spend the money, but just tell them thanks and let them know where you saw their ad. Goes a long way towards them coming back and you getting more live free high school sports all year round. Deal? Deal. Good. Thank you. Good talk. Cole Stenson at the first one to go. Didn't get the second one to go. Under 6 to play, 66-29 Auburndale. Hoffman looked in for Pawn. Now Pawn steps out. Hoffman's going to bring it back out up top. Apaches work the ball around the perimeter. Work some time here a little bit. Shorten the game. As it appears they will move their record to 8-0. And foul from behind on Livingston as he reached his arm through to deny the entry pass. And it'll be Pawn to the free throw line for 2 free throws, double bonus, 10 fouls for Augusta here in the half. That was the 4th on Marcus Livingston as well as Pawn hits on the front end of his double bonus. And misses on the back end. Colross with the rebound. Bounce pass under to Wilcox, up and in. So 2 football teammates, 2 linebackers there. Sharing the ball down low. That one rims in and out for Stenson, and then Colross ripped it away from Dorf on the rebound attempt. 40-point Auburndale lead. Bounced into Wilcox. Wilcox right hand is up and good. Under 5 to play here, and as we finish up day 1 of the Auburndale Holiday Classic. And a foul will be on Wilcox. Team foul number 9 on the Apaches. Second foul on Jason Wilcox, and that'll put Cole Stenson at the line. They say he was in the act of shooting, so 2 free throws for Stenson. First one up and good. Second free throw, nice job. A pair of free throws for Cole Stenson. He's got 3 points tonight, all from the free throw line. And Coach Schmidt goes to his bench, taps 5 new Beavers on the shoulder, tells them next dead ball, you're in. A lot of new faces and numbers on the floor for Auburndale as well. Wilcox launches a 3. No, rebound brought down by Lundgren. And Lundgren's going to have himself a chance to get in the scorebook here tonight. Pair of free throws coming up for Carl. Second foul for Jacob Engstrom, and likely his last mention here today as the 5 new Augusta players come off the bench. 5 on the floor to the bench. Again, make sure to stay tuned to our Neillsville Dairy postgame show. Neillsville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, NeillsvilleDairy.com. We'll talk to our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game and Coach Chad Weinfurter. All that coming up on the Neillsville Dairy postgame show. See what Coach has to say about moving his record to a perfect 8-0. 3 on the way is good, and the bench goes wild for Auburndale as Cade Krings hammers home the 3. 3 on the other side for Fabian comes up short. Rebound is good. Nice job there by Hunter Kirchhoff as, again, reserves getting plenty of action here for both Auburndale and Augusta. Hoffman blows through the baseline. 3 on the way from Cottrell Robertson, comes off. And rebound pulled down by Fabian. Fabian and his way through, no whistle there. He and Wilcox met. Wilcox hit the deck for whatever that matters. Now Wilcox on the drive, spins to his left and fouling his way up, back to the free throw line for Jason Wilcox. 1 for 2 from the line in the first half. And a running clock here. You notice that clock continues to move, a running clock, as the score differential dictates that. Wilcox misses on the free throw. He's got 9, looking to go to double digits here with a made free throw. And it is off the front of the rim, no good. And rebound chased down by Cottrell Robinson. Wilcox 3 is long. Outlet pass comes out to Fabian. Under a minute to play here in Auburndale as we begin to put a bow on our day 1 of the Auburndale Holiday Classic here in 2019. A great day of basketball, all 4 games. Good contest, another 3 launched by Krings, that one long. That ball sails into the Auburndale student section. Four more games tomorrow. If you think it was fun today, tomorrow scheduled to be even better. Hoffman looks content to dribble it out, and Auburndale moves their record to 8-0 with a 76-33 win over Augusta. Again, make sure to stay tuned to our Neillsville Dairy postgame show. Neillsville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily. NeillsvilleDairy.com. We will talk to Coach Chad Weinfurter and a Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game. All that coming up and more after this.
Neillsville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Neillsville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NeillsvilleDairy.com.
Winter's coming fast, which means it's time to hit the trails. Bill's Service Center has all things you need to stay warm and dry on the trails this winter. With a full selection of jackets, bibs, helmets, boots, casual wear. And don't forget that Bill's is your chainsaw safety gear headquarters. Bill's Service Center is your one-stop connection for all your cold weather riding gear.
Don't freeze your jingle bells off. Get your cold weather riding gear at Bill's Service Center. Bill's Service Center, where the adventure begins.
Neillsville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Neillsville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, neillsvilledairy.com.
Back here at our Neillsville Dairy postgame show, Neillsville Dairy, fresh cheese curds made daily, neillsvilledairy.com. Here with Coach Weinfurter and our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Cody Trowbridge. Coach, we'll start with you. 76-33, you move your record to 8-0. What was working early? You got out to the big lead. I mean, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but defensive pressure is what I saw. How'd you get out to that big lead early here and really set the tone right away?
Yeah, I thought we executed our game plan defensively very well. We gave up a little run there towards the end of the first half, but to hold them to 1 point till, I don't know how many minutes were left, thought that was really a great job, and we turned it into points on the offensive end then.
First Augusta field goal came at the 9:50 mark in the first half. So let us in kind of behind the scenes. What do you tell your team after a big performance like that at halftime? How do you keep them motivated, keep them in it, and keep them coming back for more in the second half?
Well, we talked about it earlier in the season. We've been able to build some leads, just building those habits of, let's just play hard no matter what the score is. And these guys are very coachable. It's a great group that way. I thought maybe we lost a little focus towards the end of the first half, but then I thought we did a nice job stretching that lead out in the second half, and everybody got a lot of playing time.
In the second half, Augusta kind of came back with a little bit of a flare. Dorf and the inside game started working for those guys. What did you do at that point? What did you do to kind of counteract that and reassure these guys, get their heads back in the game a little bit?
Brought Cody back in the game, defend him a little bit, keep him off the boards. Looking at their stats online, he was averaging 12 rebounds a game, and we knew he was a kind of a big, tough kid inside, and I thought we did a nice job on him until that little stretch in the second half, and then once Cody came back in, we made some adjustments. I thought they did a really nice job.
A lot of people looking forward to tomorrow's game against Neillsville. Going to be a good chance for everybody to kind of put their skills on display, coaching, players, and otherwise. Give us kind of a preview of what you know about Neillsville and the anticipation for that game here tomorrow.
Well, they're a really skilled club, starting with Alex King and the Trunkle kid. I think they're really excellent players. Coach Geyer's done a great job with his program over there. Kind of similar in ways, a little bit different in certain ways, but both teams play really hard. There's some really skilled players. I think it'll be a real good game tomorrow night.
We'll have Coach give the microphone to Cody. We'll talk to our Zaleski Sports Highlight House player of the game, Cody Trowbridge. Cody, 12 points, 10 at halftime. You're really getting after it in the first half. What was working for you in the first half of this game?
Well, it was up to my perimeter players to get down low, get as far in the paint as they can, and then just look for me and dump it off.
Yeah, a lot of scoring to go around. Again, you had 12. We look up and down the score sheet. Cooper again, another big night for Cooper, almost 20 points for him. He and Hunter been averaging together almost 40 points a game. What's it like to play with a group of guys like this that like to get up and down the floor and score, including yourself?
It's fun. It's a lot of fun to be playing around with these guys. We've been playing together for a long time, and it's just been more fun every year.
Talk about the type of pride that you and your teammates put in on the defensive end.
We try to hold them to as less points as we can. We try to put in every game, not take anybody lightly, and so on.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, I'm going to have you look up at the camera up there.
I'm Cody Trowbridge, and I'm in the house.
All right, nice job. Congratulations on the win today. We'll see you tomorrow. All right, guys, that'll do it from Auburndale here tonight as the Apaches are winners here. They move their record to 8-0, 76-33 with the win over the Augusta Beavers tonight. Again, we are back at it. Tip-off for Loyal and Augusta tomorrow is set for 1 p.m. and then Auburndale-Neillsville tip set for 2:45. 2 girls basketball games to start the day again tomorrow, and then 2 boys basketball games tomorrow night. Weyauwega-Fremont will take on those Augusta Beavers, and then what many are anticipating as certainly the biggest game of the weekend. It'll be these Auburndale Apaches taking on the Neillsville Warriors. That game's slated for tip at 7:45. That Weyauwega-Fremont Augusta game tip set for 6 p.m. Again, for Eric Kubash, Trevor Zaleski, I'm Jason Zaleski. We'll see you right here on Auburndale tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Have a great night, everybody.